Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby. Good day, everybody watching all over the world. This is Face TV Africa, and I'm very sure that most of our viewers have seen the video of Emir Sanusi, the Emir of Kano, criticizing the Pres.Tinubu government, which everybody needs to do. To me, I love the way Emir Sanusi, criticized Tinubu government, but the way constructing it, Emir like. The thing is this: we have to understand one thing, that selfish interest. Most of our leaders, their own is to just bushe komi. That is it. That's the reason why it's difficult for us to move forward in this country. We always criticize governments. I believe that anybody can come out and criticize government, because we all see that most of the policy Pres.Tinubu putting in places is affecting so many Nigerians. No doubt about that. Before I proceed, let us hear the video of Emir Sanusi criticizing the Pres.Tinubu policy. Let's just hear that, then I will now come back. I tell you my own point of view about it.
To be honest, I can stand here today and I can give a few points that are contrary, a few points that explain perhaps what we're going through and how it was totally predictable, most of it, and maybe avoidable. But I'm not going to do that. I've chosen not to speak about the economy and the reforms, or to even explain anything, because if I explain, it would help this government, and I don't want to help the government. I don't want to help this government. They're my friends. If they don't behave like friends, I don't behave like a friend. So I watch them being stewed, and they don't even have people with credibility who can come and explain what they're doing. But I'm not going to help. I started out helping, but I'm not going to help. I'm not going to discuss it. Let them come and explain to Nigerians why the policies that are being pursued are being pursued. And meanwhile, I'm watching a very nice movie with popcorn in my hands. I'm watching them stew. But I will say one thing. What we are going through today is at least in part.
Now, as you can see, he said he knows the solution of this problem, which everybody is claiming from. I'm not saying that Emir Sanusi cannot know the problem of Nigeria, but why to Sheje? Because Tinubu government refused to support you in courts. Because if everybody could remember, you will know that there was a controversy between the Bayero, the Emir of Kano, the former one, and this Emir of Kano, which is Emir of Sanusi. And all these things about politics, I'm not supporting the two parties. I'm not supporting the Bayero camp, and I'm not supporting the Sanusi camp, because I can see that the Tinubu government, they supported Bayero camp. Why NMPP supported Sanusi Lamido. Now, let us be sincere to ourselves. Emir of Kano is very, very articulate. No dispute about that. But saying that because these people, they are not my friend, they are this, they are that, I'm not going to help them, I'm not going to do that. No, you are elder statesman. Anything you can do for your country to make this country forward, you're supposed to do it. And you don't even need to come out and say this kind of thing. That is why most of our leaders in this country, I'm not talking about a politician alone. Boya àwọn banyo, àbí àwọn businessman ni o, bí àwọn Dangote tó ní Lumelu, àwọn businessman, àbí àwọn tó jẹ́ youth ni o. 70 to 80% of them interest wọn ni wọ́n máa sábà do. Orí ẹ̀kẹ́ rí èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé ó ń fight fún àwọn Nigerians. Most of them, they fight for themselves. It's obvious that Emir of Kano is fighting for himself. You don't need to criticize this government because they did not support you in court. You already won in court of appeal, and I'm very sure maybe they are going to appeal to Supreme Court. You don't even know. Are you sure maybe if you can retain that power when they take the case to Supreme Court? So to me, you need to be silent. I'm not saying you should not criticize, but in that area, just silence. Because you know you have so many enemies. Tinubu governments, to me, most of their policy, I'm not okay with it. It's only when it yields the result, that is when we are okay with it. No matter how they believe that that policy is good. They might believe that the policy is very good for them. But the Nigerians are feeling the heat. So if anybody say anything, they will believe them, no matter how it is. Because they know that what is going on in the country, a lot of people are suffering. So anybody now come out and say what they are doing is rubbish. 80% of the citizens of the country will conclude that what Tinubu's government is doing is rubbish. Because they've not seen the positive impact of that policy. So to me, I am not saying nobody should come out and criticize. But don't put yourself interest, your own interest. This is to me, I 100% sure that the reason why Sanusi is criticizing Tinubu government now is because they did not support him in court. It's because the former governor of Kano State, that is the current chairman of APC, is not supporting Sanusi, he's supporting Bayero, and they are using federal level power against him. So Tinubu did not say anything, he just folded his hand and just looking. It's not to me, it's not supporting anybody. But because of the influence of the national chairman of APC, Sanusi is really feeling the heat. And that is the reason why it is coming out and saying that Tinubu government is their policy, I will not help them. If you know you can help, please help us. Nigeria is suffering. We are all suffering because we believe that you are one of the leaders a lot of people respect because you are very vocal. You fight for masses. And if we all even look back, we will know that during Jonathan regime, we all know what has happened between you and Jonathan. And we know what ended it. We know the allegation they used to against you and everything. So let us forget about politics. If you know that you know what you can do to move this country forward, call Mr. President and let him know. Talk to them. Just imagine one person and compared to 200 million Nigerians, and you know the solution, the reason why we are suffering. If you are coming out on national television and saying that you are not going to help them, you want to allow the 200 million Nigerians to suffer. And you are the product of this country. You are the product of this country. So if you know that you can help. So that Nigeria can come out of this poverty. Nigerians can come out of this problem. Because we all know that all the policy Ashwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu is putting in places has never yielded results. Most of them, don't let me say all. Because to me, I'm seeing some good sign. But it's not yet, it's not yet done. It's not yet done. So people are really suffering. So, Emir Sanusi, please, if you know that you have solution, call Mr. President. He's your friend. You do talk. You are the one he used to negotiate in Chad and Niger. You went there, he used you to settle another country. He used you to create peace in another country. So why can't you create peace in your own country when you know the problem? We should stop selfish interest. Without, if you cannot do this for me, I will not do that for you. To me, that is the game I'm seeing. Nigerians supposed to be first, but most of our leaders, their own family and their own is the first. I won't say more than this. My name is Lekuti Oyeyemi. Bye for now.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, subscribe.
Face TV was Swoby.